to the penalty box, and then, well, you might think it's a kind of magician's act because nothing goes right for them then. Everything's flipped away. I think you could say Rangers have come out with a determined look about them. Jimmy Nicholl, and away comes Dougie Bell, having a marvellous game for Hibs. Holding it when he needs to, that's a very good ball indeed. Great play by Bell. Now Durant. Here's McCoy. And they got the corner. Good move there by Durant. And Cooper will take this. 7 minutes of the second half gone. What an entertaining game this has turned out to be. Jonas, slight suspicion of handball there, but Davy Cooper. Oh, brilliantly saved by Ruff. Superb afternoon he's having. Taken there by McCoy, no hesitation, and brilliantly saved. Nicola there, I think there's a bit of a diversion in the stand. Somebody let off a rocket right in the end of the stand there. Separation between the two supporters, and the police are in very quickly. We didn't see it actually happen, but somebody tells me it was a rocket of some kind. The 5th of November is well past. Durant, foul, Souness. McPherson. Easily taken there by McIntyre. He's played very well indeed. Roberts going forward. There's McCoy for the chance, and again, Ruff brilliantly, and what a day he's having. Superb afternoon by Ruff. Roberts couldn't get that one. Dougie Bell. And I think McCluskey will be warned about that, at least warned by the referee. And he's being booked. Pulling away at Butcher. Then goes Cooper. Free kick. Rangers really applying the pressure. Minutes of the second half gone. Free kick to Rangers. And it goes, and that's a brilliant save again. Oh, that must be one of the saves of the season. Magnificent from Ruff. Just watch this again. They say Ruffy's finished. Well, look at it. He is saving Hibs. Up goes Butcher. Flat. Appeals for a penalty, but no. Cooper. McPherson. Nicholl. Souness. And that was as clear a chance at goal as he could get. It's been so congested. Would you believe he's in amongst it again? Totally unruffled. A little bit of aggro between Roberts and McCluskey. On towards Durant. Cooper to Monroe. Roberts. McPherson. Monroe. McPherson. Cooper. Brilliant play by Cooper. Still can't find a gap. Needed a little chip. And there is a substitution with McCluskey coming off and Khan on for Hibs. On its way towards Ali McCoist. Roberts. Nickel. Cooper. That's a better one, and that's it. McPherson. The equaliser. 27 minutes of the second half gone. Rangers back deservedly on equal terms. They've put an enormous effort into it, getting the big men into the penalty area, and this time it paid off. Delightful play once again by Cooper, and the finishing touch by McPherson. So to Hibs, a minute of ordinary time left. Sure there will be some stoppage. Bill quite aggrieved by something. Cowan trying to go around the side. And it's a goal kick. Free kick to Rangers. We'll get the big men up again, and I make it 30 seconds into injury time. Durant. Here's Cooper. Oh, Mickey Weir does very well. Cooper looks, in fact, a little bit tired there. There's Monroe in. And the free kick for pushing. Free kick to Rangers. Up goes Butcher. And just over. Feels for a corner, but it isn't. It's a goal kick. And there goes the final whistle. One each. A game that was an astonishing spectacle at times, with Rangers having so much pressure, getting that equaliser late on in the game, fighting right to the end, not deserving that draw. In fact, but for marvellous goalkeeping by Alan Ruff, they would have taken both points.
Well, that was it, and I thought it was absolutely marvellous entertainment, although immediately, I suppose, the Rangers might be saying that that was a bad result for them, because hadn't they declared before the game today that they had to win all the home games have they stood a serious chance of winning the championship, even though tonight they stand at the top of the table. Let me immediately credit the Hibs defence, particularly the young players, for absorbing a lot of pressure. I thought they remained remarkably cool. And of course Rangers were faced, not for the first time, I hasten to add, by an absolutely brilliant goalkeeper in Alan Ruff. I'll be getting to Ruffy in just a minute. As for Rangers themselves, they really must be perplexed. They had about 95% of this game, they really did, and played some lovely football in midfield right up to the edge of the penalty area, and then it all dissipated. They can't do it in the box at the moment. Part of the play is that the strikers, and of course they've scored a lot of goals when they're really marked very closely, getting away from the markers in the penalty area and finishing it. That is where they're vulnerable at this moment in time. Well, I mentioned Alan Ruff. I thought he was absolutely superb this afternoon. He must have broken the hearts of many a Rangers player. Indeed, coming down the marble staircase at Ibrox, he passed Davy Cooper, who just looked at him, shook his head and said, "Why did you do this, dear Ruffy?" Well, I asked Alan after the match if this was in fact one of his best performances in a long time.
I think so. I think the last time I played like that, funnily enough, was back here again. I can't remember the score that day, but I think we did quite well.
You might have won that day, actually.
I think we did win. I think Colin Harris scored late on in the game, and I think we did win.
You seem to be quite unperturbed out there this afternoon, even though Rangers were really putting on the pressure.
No, I think it's always been the same. The larger the crowd, the better it is. I think any professional, if they can't turn it on in an atmosphere here in the park, the crowd, the everything, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yes, but it didn't upset you in any way, that's what I meant.
No, I don't think I ever am upset, but I enjoy it, it's good. Obviously it's not so good if we're losing goals, but we've been playing particularly well just now. I don't think we've lost more than one goal in the last 3 or 4 games, which is good for us.
Well, I don't want you to be modest, but I thought some of these saves today were you at your very best. Now that header from McCoist in the second half, I mean, can you remember very much about it? It happened in just a blink.
Yeah, it just came over. It's just one of these things that I was in the right place at the right time, and it was just a reflex save. It hit off my hand. I mean, it could have went anywhere. I think, fortunately, one of that save was fortunately a bit lucky.
Now, 2 or 3 times, in fact, I began to lose count, Alan. The Rangers striker, well, Ali McCoist in particular, was in on top of you. Did you have any particular ideas as to how you would snuff the move out, or was it just a case of keeping your fingers crossed?
No, I think it's unfortunate. I've heard Ali's been getting a bit of stick just now, but I think if you look at today's game and you were here, I think majority, 90% of my saves were from him, and that is a good thing, like a striker getting into positions. At least he's there, even though he's not scoring them, he's there.
You must have been extremely disappointed you were knocked out of the cup, though, and today it didn't appear in the Hibs team at all.
No, I think that we've got a lot of young players in the team just now, and I think this year they're beginning to come a wee bit. I think at Clydebank maybe it was just a bit too early, away from home, a tight park, the hustle-bustle of the cup, but they'll learn from that, and I'm sure they'll gain an experience.
A lot of saves in Ruffy yet. And by the way, although it's a disappointing result for Rangers today, I suppose they've now gone unbeaten in the last 14 league games. And what about the result of the day at Dens Park? Now, who would have bet that that would have happened this morning? But it did. 4-1 for Dundee, even though Celtic went into the lead. Brian McClare in the 21st minute, and then the heavens opened for Celtic in the second half, with Vince Mennie in the 46th minute, then Rab Shannon, John Brown and Ross Jack. And would you believe, in 210 meetings in League, Cup and League Cup, that's Dundee's second biggest win over Celtic, and Celtic dropped down a little bit. Great result for Dundee United at Pittodrie today. The only goal of the game scored by Eamon Bannon in the 55th minute, and Dundee United are now the only Premier League team unbeaten this year. That's in 1987. Hearts won, St Mirren nothing. The only goal of the game there scored by John Cahoon in the 46th minute. Craig Patterson got the only goal of the game against Falkirk at Fir Park today for Motherwell. And what about Hamilton? Off the bottom of the league for the first time this season. So it's not just what they did at Ibrox, but they're now fighting back. Now, I wonder if they can make it. The goal scorers for them today in the 3-2 win, Alec Taylor, Adrian Sprott and Kevin McKee. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. There it is now, and Rangers have gone to the top on goal difference. They are plus 46 to Celtic's plus 39. And Dundee United, that's an excellent result for them. They're creeping up, and they have played 1 game less than Rangers and 2 games less than Celtic, and their goal difference is plus 30. It's going to be a marvellous finish to this Premier Division. Now then, there's been talk over the past couple of days of Rangers showing decided interest in a Republic of Ireland internationalist. Well, there were some people here at Ibrox today, and I don't think we can disguise the fact, who made it clear that they did not like that at all and gave vent to vocal dissent. Well, you know, though Rangers supporters are enjoying the success, and they've had great success this season, and 38,000 turning up is indicative of that, I think they would be fooling themselves if they didn't realise that Mr. Souness and Mr. Holmes really mean business. I'll say again what I said when Graham Souness arrived here, that they want to put Rangers back on the European map, and they will sign a one-eyed, Hottentot transvestite if he can play well. And if some people think that signing a man of a religious persuasion would be even worse than that, then I think they're deluding themselves. And if a signing like that would leave empty seats in this marvellous stadium, they'll simply be filled by people whom Rangers want to see, coming to see only good football. From all of us here, good night.